Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Behind the Bar Liquor Reviews. Tonight we've got anCnoc,
Yeah, something like that.
single malt Scotch. It is brewed or distilled in the Highlands of Scotland, and it was originally founded in 1894. And they are known for being the smallest distillery in Scotland, and make their single malt distills.
Do you think they wear kilts when they're making this?
I don't know. I would think that would be
I
fairly
was wondering
unsanitary. That would be fairly unsanitary, I would think.
Not necessarily. It's not like they're squatting into the vats of scotch.
Yeah, but if they're, I don't know, going commando, you might get a couple pubes floating around somewhere.
Well, what if they shave?
That would be a different story.
Well, it's still pretty unsanitary if you're dipping your balls in it.
Okay, you went there. So, with that, let's get started since someone wanted to class up the joint here. What am I doing with this big cardboard too? I'm putting it over here. All right. On the rocks, one rock,
One rock.
one rock.
This is the way the classy people do it, from what I've heard.
We're not very classy. It is,
It's got a good nose.
yeah, it's good. It doesn't have, it's a very thin one. I guess it's coating the glass a little bit.
It's got legs. That's smooth. That is good. It's a 12-year.
That is good.
It's a 12-year single malt Scotch. It is very, very good quality. I've never heard of this brand before. I'm a kind of a Scotch guy, but not a real big Scotch guy. I like it, but I'm not real schooled on it. I would drink this a lot.
This is very good. I typically shy away from scotches. There's a few that I do like. This is definitely a nice smooth one. There's a caramely, buttery flavor going on to it that's very good.
I agree with that.
Very easily drinkable. I think that our sommelier did a very good job picking this one out for
Here's
us.
what he actually suggested right here.
This is a suggestion of his that didn't suck like that vodka.
Well, some of them just suck, you know.
It happens.
It's all a matter of opinion.
Exactly, and this is good. It is very good. I'm getting a little bit of smokiness from it too.
That would be from the burned barrels.
Yeah.
They age this in. I assume they do that. Most places do. That's where the color comes from.
Mhm.
Aged 12 years in oak. I assume oak. It doesn't actually say oak. But I assume oak.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not very specific. We don't have a whole lot of information on this. This was kind of a blind tasting that we did.
Yeah.
But it is good. I suggest anybody that likes scotch or even doesn't like scotch, if you don't like scotch, don't get it.
No.
If you do like scotch, try it.
Even if you're on the fence about scotch, like you've had some that are non-offensive to you and you've enjoyed, that's kind of where I sit most of the time. I've had a couple that I've enjoyed and most of them are non-offensive to me. I've had some that are utter
Garbage ones are like Dewar's White Label.
Yeah.
Or Ivernhouse or Iverhouse or something like that. It's a really gross plastic jug scotch.
This is one that I can see myself drinking again.
Oh yeah.
It is a good one. It's very non-offensive. It's got a good flavor to it.
Smooth.
That little bit of caramelization going on in it is a nice little flavor going. So I'm enjoying this one.
Good. I'm glad you are. That's important.
Yes, I enjoy your sarcasm. It's coming through loud and clear.
Good.
It's it's definitely.
So I'm laying it on pretty thick.
It's definitely appreciated there.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this?
I'm gonna give this one a solid 7.5.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
Really?
It's good. I'm a Scotch guy.
For being a Scotch guy, I'm surprised.
That's good quality.
Just coming out of nowhere. This one kind of came out of left field from our Mystery Sommelier.
Yeah. Well, he said, "Here, get this one. It sells pretty well." So I got it.
So that was his recommendation.
That was kind of his. That was actually what he said. He goes, "It sells really well."
So he may never have had this one himself.
Yeah, well, no, that might be true. He probably has tasted it because he's a Scotch guy too.
That is true.
He
kind
of got me into Scotch.
He does sample a lot of his liquors.
Although he's not a drinker.
He's not a drinker.
He's not a drinker.
But he does
He does
enjoy
taste.
he does enjoy
He tastes a lot
his
of
alcohol. Yes.
Not just liquor or wine. He tastes a lot of things.
Yes, and if you know who he is and you ever have him over to your house and he has more than one beer, that means you're going to have 3 or 4 half-empty beers laying around your house that are warm.
Yeah.
He never finishes them. They just get left around your home or apartment half finished. And you're responsible for cleaning them up at the end of the night after he leaves. He's that guy.
Yeah.
You know, on that, I'm going to have to say I think we're done with this review. I'm going to finish the rest of this because this is a very enjoyable scotch. And thank you, D-Bag. Have a good night, everybody.